beautiful Wolf Hollow.
You're not joining in here? You don't like your voice? You don't want to hear your own voice? I get weirded out when I hear my own voice too.
Well, that's what's great is we're not wearing headphones because that's what I don't like either. I don't like hearing my own voice.
I'm the only one that has to sit there and listen and edit this, and I hate my own voice.
Yeah.
So
I hated doing it. When I did it for J Street Pub, I heard my own voice, and it took me like 10 minutes to get away from it. I'm like, so yeah, anyway. 7 degrees. Fucking strange, man.
So, welcome to another episode of Stories from a Bar. I'm Chris Osborne. I am here with more people than I've ever had, so I'm going to say let's just go around the table.
That's what she
and
said.
Everyone, yes, off to a great start.
Yeah.
To my left, I have...
My name is Kyle Folk. I'm the head brewer at Wolf Hollow Brewing Company.
My name is Brian Conley.
Brian
Conley.
Thank you, Terry.
Hey,
I don't know your last name. I don't care. Whatever.
It's bacon.
I am the brewer at Jack Brewing Company.
Hey, I'm Stephanie. I'm a bartender / server at Backstage Pub.
Terry Aldrich. I'm the owner of Backstage
Sorry,
Pub
what was that?
in Schenectady, behind Proctor's.
And dancer extraordinaire.
Dancer extraordinaire.
I wish I could be a dancer extraordinaire.
You can, Joel.
I'm Joel Broussard. I also work at Backstage Pub as a barback and bartender.
Awesome.
Upstairs in the library.
In the library.
Come visit us.
I appreciate all you guys hanging out or inviting me in today. It's 10:30. We're drinking beer. So it's already a good day. Good way to have a Monday.
Do you not do Mondays like this?
No, I generally have to go to work.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
that's sad, dude.
I did. I think this was a vacation day well spent
Yeah.
already. I'm super pumped up. Like, I haven't been involved in watching the brewing process specifically up close and personal, despite doing this podcast for almost 4 years.
Well, let me run you through it because Kyle doesn't know what he's doing. He says he's the brewer out here. I don't know.
He cooks his pork fat side down.
Yeah.
So we're still not sure about it.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not.
Even better, I only live 15 minutes away, so I don't have any problem drinking more than my 1 Foot Hills pills here. Well, we're hanging out. It's a group effort today going on, a nice collaboration between Mad Jack and Wolf Hollow. We'll get more into that.
And the Backstage Pub.
And Backstage, of course. I haven't been to Wolf Hollow in a little while. I should say, out here in Glenville, after I purchased our house back in June, I had to drive to Amsterdam for the closing and stopped here on the way back just to pick up a case of beer to celebrate.
Oh, yeah.
And what is that you got there, sir?
I don't know. I'm double fisting at 10 a.m. I don't know what I'm doing here.
We've got my cellarman bringing us samples of beer to try right now.
How long?
He's carbonating something, so he wants us to test the carbonation.
I can hear it. For you
Shred
listeners,
Shred
at
up.
home, I'm
Just hold it
listening.
up to the microphone.
Yeah, I don't think my
Can you hear
microphones
that
are that
carbonation?
sensitive.
You're going to have to edit this whole podcast.
That's fine.
Oh, God.
The more I drink while I edit, the less I care.
Yeah.
So I get eventually like,
perfect.
yeah, just post it. So we'll talk about the beer that's going on today, but I thought first it'd be fun to talk about a little how you guys got into brewing. For anyone that hasn't listened to my episode with Terry, go and listen to that because you'll hear all about how Backstage got started.
Episode 51.
Yes.
Ooh,
Dancer extraordinaire.
So 501 Fifth Street.
So since we're at Wolf Hollow, I guess we'll start with Kyle.
Hey.
So how'd you get into brewing, sir?
So I had homebrewed for a while, something like, 10 years or so. And I got out of the military, was looking for something on a whim. The wife asked me, she said, you like brewing, why don't you see if anybody's hiring? So I applied at a couple of breweries. I actually had an interview scheduled at a competing brewery. And the day before that, I reached out to Wolf Hollow. They had just opened up. I reached out and asked, is there any way you're hiring? They said, yeah, why don't you come out tomorrow? So I actually blew off the interview at the other brewery, which in retrospect was the right decision. But I started here. I started behind the bar just pouring beers, and then I started filling kegs, cleaning kegs, and I just kind of worked my way up until about 2 years ago. It was just me on the production side. So I've been brewing, doing all the cellar work, delivering. Up until about 5 months ago, we hired my assistant / cellarman. So it's nice to have another hand on
Jay
things here.
is the kitchen open Richardson.
It's Jay Goodrich, but close enough.
Goodrich.
So yeah, I just kind of like worked my way up and made it up to the head brewer now.
Nice.
For all of our listeners at home, Kyle is sweating bullets right now.
You talk about it. We don't need to talk
You
about
think this
it.
guy's
Wolf
got the big
Hollow had an event
spotlight on
yesterday.
him, like a police interrogation.
Hey, as he's chugged half his beer.
Yep.
Hey, there's no visual component. Relax.
We don't need to talk about the sweat. Okay?
No, I'm trying to paint a picture for the listeners at home here. You know?
Hey, I.
Listeners at work.
For the listeners at work, get back to work! What are you doing listening to podcasts all day?
Well, now they had to stop to take their headphones off and make sure their ears isn't bleeding.
Blown
I'm so
eardrums. Brian.
Brewing?
Yeah.
We're not going there? Okay.
Just start yelling as soon as you go into Mad Jack.
Brian's 3/4 of the way into his first beer. So.
He's working off a wicked hangover from yesterday, too. So,
Yep. 10-4.
A little. That's all right. I'm doing the same. It wasn't so wicked.
think
I
we're
was
all
just sitting there
hungover.
playing games as I was talking about. So, but just Sunday afternoon when you don't have to work on a Monday gets away from you real quick.
Yeah, sure does.
Seriously.
Just kind of get after it.
Noon
Yeah,
becomes 6
midnight.
p.m. pretty quickly.
So Brian Conley.
Yes.
Brian Conley. Huh?
Conley.
Let's talk a little bit about you and how you got into brewing.
Just copy and paste. Sorry, ESPN. Sorry. Are you going to have to pay rights to broadcast that sound now?
No.
Okay.
They can try to come after me. The joke's on them. They won't get anything.
I've got
If you don't bring it up, you know. Yeah, copy and paste everything Kyle said, minus the military service. So they wouldn't take me. I got the bone spurs like Trump. So, yeah, but you know, is this a political podcast? You know,
No.
No.
Yeah, fuck Trump.
The last time Chris tried to talk to me about sports, I was like, "Yeah, Super Bowl. That's who's that? Gretzky?
Yeah.
The Sabres are playing." I don't know anything about politics. Either.
That's all right.
Saw an interesting stat about Gretzky the other day. You're a hockey guy.
I am a hockey-
Chris has
my
a New
Rangers
York
hat on.
Rangers hat on right now. If you split Gretzky's career in half, he'd still be top 20 all time. Both halves of his career. Like, just absolutely insane how
Now,
good
is
he
that matched
was.
up against Shorzy or?
Well, short. Give your balls a
Give
touch.
your balls a touch, motherfucker. Oh man. So
No,
sad,
very similar story to Kyle. You know, just I love beer. I always had an interest in how the process of making beer went, and you know, just wormed my way into it. Kyle gave up that interview with Mad Jack, actually, and you know, thankfully I got the, yeah.
So you owe him everything.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's okay. He owes me like $5. Piece of shit.
So Brian,
That makes it
Brian's
even.
Oh, thank God. Brian's been the head brewer over there for, when did Adam leave? 2 years, 3 years?
2019.
Yeah.
So I started working there in 2016 under another brewer. I just begged him to start cleaning kegs for him or whatever. And they paid me in peanuts and beer, which is what I was going to spend my money on anyways. So
Yeah.
cut out the middleman, you know. That guy ended up leaving. I realized I had no real knowledge about how to brew beer beyond, you know, just home brewing and stuff like that. So we hired another guy named Adam Aldrich. He's working up at Artisanal up in Saratoga now. We worked together for a couple years. He got that job, and I've been alone singing to myself at Mad Jack ever since. So,
Nice.
You're getting paid real money now?
yeah.
Now
He
they can
made-
tax it before he spends it
He
on
made
beer.
something with peppers last night. He can afford peppers now.
That's kind of a little bit of a humble brag.
Yeah.
You know, like, and not just like the cheap ass like 99-cent green bell peppers.
Oh, yeah.
I'm buying orange bell peppers now.
Oh yeah.
That
You get a
shit,
little color contrast.
that
in your
shit's at like
dish.
$1.79. All right, it's
And not the ones that were on discount because they've been there a while.
yeah.
and are starting to
Like,
sell.
I'm not trying
Yeah.
to flex right now. But, you know, I buy orange bell peppers now.
He
That's
still
how good-
smashes his cans on the ground.
Beats my forehead.
I looked it up yesterday. Wolf Hollow, I didn't realize, time flies by, man. I didn't realize this place has been open since 2015, 2013.
Yeah, 2013, yeah. I've been with the company since 12 and a half years now. So I don't know on that. Yeah. But before that, before I was here, they were here in the same location for about maybe 6 months to a year. Before that, it was a much smaller operation. It was just the two owners, Jordan and Pete, brewing at a Grange Hall right up the road from here. And,
Brian just
they were
keeps
on
mentioning
Wolf Hollow
everything.
Road.
yeah, they were. If you go up Wolf Hollow Road,
Yeah.
you take a right onto West Glenville Road. There's a Grange Hall right down the road there.
There's a Wolf Hollow Road.
And they were, it's
the next
literally
road
next
up on the
door.
right.
Really?
Yeah.
I
next
did not
road.
even know that either.
I've
Yeah,
never
it's the
gone
next
past
road. It's an awesome
Wolf Hollow
road too.
if I'm on
Bunch of
this
beautiful
road.
houses and stuff.
Yeah,
it's,
but it was,
it's a
uh,
big friggin' hill. It's a
Oh,
big
wow.
hill.
It was just two guys brewing on a half-barrel Sabco system. So it was like they'd brew, multiple batches a week, and then they'd open just on Thursdays and fill growlers until they ran out of beer. And it very quickly went from something that scale to, we've got a 7-barrel system here, 16 beers on tap. It's a much, much different setup now.
Yeah, I'd say. Actually, one of my favorite. I just love the location of this place. It's kind of set in the woods, kind of at the base of a small little mountain.
Yeah, it's
hill.
cool. It's like we're kind of in the middle of, we're pretty much smack dab in the middle of Schenectady and Amsterdam. But we've got some land. A few years ago, we bought the property.
It's good to
We've got
land.
We've got like 14 acres of land. So in the nicer weather, we, tons of outside space. And it's a lot of people on their way up to the lake or on their way to work or whatever pass by here. So.
Yeah.
My main complaint about Wolf Hollow is that it's not closer
Me?
to my house. It's, getting out of here. It's just,
Brian's 12 minutes away.
Also the Brewers.
I mean, that's
dangerous for me.
that's
I'm
what
a
it
mile.
took. Yeah, that's
I'm a
what it
mile
took
down
me
the
to
road.
get here. 12 minutes.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting how far down the road it actually is. Like I got to Stewart's, I'm like, did I pass it? Oh no, it's still another.
If you let off your gas at Bellamy,
Yeah,
you drift.
that's what I do.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I've driven by it a couple
I decided.
times.
I decided this morning coming here that I'm gonna take down that tree. I don't care who they are.
This one?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have
there's
a
a tree right in front of
battery-operated
the place
saw
that blocks
that
the,
doesn't make any noise. So I'm gonna come in the middle of the night and just take that friggin' thing down because you can't see the sign until you're like right on it. I've been coming here
I've
for
been here
years
for
and
5.5
still pass it.
years, and I still.
Yeah.
There are times that I'm like, oh shit, I'm coming up on the place. I gotta slow down.
Yeah.
I
My
live
Subaru
3 minutes
doesn't go
down the
over
road
60
though, and
anyway, so.
there's actually an old trolley line in the backyard of the brewery that goes straight through my backyard. So if I wanted to, I come into work, have
That's what we
one or
walk-
two too many, and
We
take an
walked that.
18
There you go.
We walked that like last year, didn't we?
Yeah.
Walked way back there.
Please don't go drunk ATV riding. Please, without me.
I can't be managed.
Yeah,
I can't be managed. Fired my manager. I can't be managed.
well, you gotta get some snowshoes for when there's snow. It's raining today though. It's pretty kind of.
really bad.
Yeah, they do snowshoeing in the back.
Yeah.
You can rent them out during the winter, and then what else?
Yeah, we used to. So
During
the
the
trail
summer,
in the
there
back,
are
walking
we've got,
trails, right?
We've got a couple of ponds in the back. There's trails.
There's a
that
walking
used to.
trail over to Maple.
That's
Yeah, so the
Ridge.
building next door used to be a maple facility. They made maple syrup, maple candies, cotton candy, all kinds of stuff.
Is the syrup still over there?
That I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Did it get bought by whiskey?
Yeah,
it's gonna be
so
whiskey
I
distillery.
don't know if I'm allowed to tell anyone this yet, but it was
Well,
purchased.
it's not going out to
a friend,
hundreds of people, thousands of people.
a
Just a
regular
million.
at the brewery, a friend of mine purchased the building, and he's going to be opening a distillery actually and cooperage. So he'll be producing barrels for hard booze, which is awesome for me because I can. Hopefully, I can get some barrels from him and
If
barrel
it's
age some
good.
beer. It's going to be great.
I'm just gonna show up.
Hopefully,
on
so
their
we
front
thought there was
doorstep
another
with a stack of
close one that was
Aggies.
going to be good.
So what we used to do when it was still a maple farm is we had a trail set up in the back where people would like snowshoe or they'd just come over here, grab a couple beers, and then walk the trail over to the maple place, grab their maple stuff, and come back here. Now it's going to be way cooler because you can come over here, have a couple beers, walk over there, get a couple hard
Shots.
drinks, mixed drinks, and yeah.
So someone's gonna fall down in the middle of the
Yeah.
trail and just pass out.
I'm telling you, you should put like some cabins back there, or I'm
We've
setting
got
up a
14
tent.
acres back there.
There's
Plenty
gonna
of
be,
set
so
up
you're
space
gonna
to
see
work.
tents
Yeah.
back there.
Why not, man? I would love to. We've had bonfires way back out by the pond.
I've camped out back
Yeah.
a couple of times actually.
That was when Stephanie got way too high and just went to bed on her birthday.
Put a shack out there and put it on
His
Airbnb.
wife Stephanie, God, I remember showing up and she was like, Jerry. I was like, she was in bed like a half hour
Not
later.
The Stephanie that we
Oh,
have here
man.
right now.
No.
Different
Yeah.
Stephanie.
Full disclosure, she doesn't even smoke pot. So
No, she never does.
she had one hit of pot.
Oh, she was gone.
She went to sleep on her own
I've known her
birthday
for years.
before
Normally,
anyone else.
yeah.
So.
I've known her for years, and normally it's like, hey, Terry, hey Terry, what's going on? She's like timid a little bit. This time she was like, Terry!
She did all of the pot. Are you high on the pot?
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
So, you talked about how many beers were on tap? 12?
16. Yeah,
16
16
Do you have a favorite you've done?
Everyone asks me this.
Give us out.
So when people ask me what my favorite beer is, I say, it changes constantly. There are times that I drink a lot of our Pilsner, Foothills Pils.
That's what I'm drinking. This is one of my favorites you guys have.
I love that beer. It's just a beer that tastes like a beer. Right now I've been drinking a lot of, we brewed a double IPA recently, Thiles for Miles. It's a hazy, juicy IPA that I've been drinking a lot of. But when people ask me what my favorite is, I say, it changes, but I think the best beer that I brew is Camp Out Stout. I think that's...
I'm drinking that.
That's what we're all drinking right now. Cascade's beautiful on it.
Yeah. It's just a 4.5%, dry Irish stout.
It's Guinness with flavor.
Yeah, that's permanent at Backstage.
I'm not going to say it's better than Guinness. But...
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm saying that. Like, and I actually emailed the makers of Guinness and said I sent them your home address.
Yeah.
The recipe? You should do
Well,
this.
you need to go to Ireland and just bring them a couple
I sent
crowlers.
a letter in the mail. Hey, frozen yogurt.
Well, we did have the
Be
owner
ice
of...
cream or be yogurt.
Be ice cream or be nothing. 0 stars.
We did have the owner of O'Slattery's in Delmar, which is like one of the really well-known Irish bars around here, Liam O'Slattery. I've been trying to get him to put Camp Out Stout on for years now. He finally, we brought some up there and he tried it. He said, holy shit, this is really good. So he put it on tap and he's been telling me that there are times that people will order a Guinness and he'll just pour them a Camp Out Stout and nobody knows.
Dude, it really is up there. We only have one nitro line at Backstage, and we tried Guinness on it, and Guinness barely moved. Camp Out Stout has been on permanent for 2 years, I think. Yeah. 2.5 years. I won't buy another nitro.
Nice.
And that's probably not all because I come there and drink 8 pints.
Well, you just won a $50 gift card last night to the Backstage.
Yeah.
They did all these
won?
raffles.
You work here.
Yeah.
That's it. This kind of seems ineligible.
Well, so I bought like $100 worth of tickets, and I gave all of the tickets to my son. And I haven't even told you this yet. I gave all the tickets to my son.
He's in on it, obviously.
I said, hey, put them in whatever you want.
They won like 4 times.
He put 2 tickets into the Backstage basket.
I'm walking out of here.
Now, I was in the bathroom. I was in the bathroom when the first number was called. It was the very first number called.
It was the very first, and then they pulled the second one, and it was yours.
So the first number was called. I was in the bathroom.
Yours.
I didn't hear it. I came out when they called the second number, which was also my number. And it turned out that
24 and 25.
the only 2 tickets that my son put in were the 2 that were pulled. So it was an omen. I was supposed to get that.
Shady shit going on.
But then he put the remainder of his tickets into Weirdo Comics had a basket for like $30 gift certificate. And my son also won that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Seems like everybody here won yesterday.
Can you say something about the
I
event
didn't
yesterday?
win.
Yeah.
Can you just explain what happened? Because that's what
Sure. So
we're gonna do night for fight night.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
So what was going on yesterday?
Yesterday we had an event.
It's coming.
We had an event here yesterday for my cousin Riley. She's 10. She, over the past 11 months, both of her parents died, both unexpectedly. So we put an event together to try to support her in any way we could. We had a GoFundMe up. People came out yesterday. We had tons of local businesses donate things that we put into baskets that were raffled off. We actually, before we even count what the brewery was donating, which was $1 per pint, and what Two for the Road, our food truck, yesterday was donating, which was 10% of their profits, we ended up with $7,800 donated.
Nice.
And then the GoFundMe went yesterday morning. It started around 3,000. The original goal was 1,000. Yesterday it started around 3,000 and it ended around 9,300.
Wow.
So there's been a total, pretty much just yesterday, of about $16,000.
That's amazing.
Which is awesome. And it's all going to go to Riley for, a college fund or anything she might need, any expenses she might incur over the next few years.
Now, I asked this yesterday. If she doesn't go to college, I can ask for my donation back.
You didn't donate anything.
That
You
would
didn't
be
donate
such
anything.
a
Also,
riot.
I've been meaning to ask you about this. Give me some.
Riley graduates. She's like, I'm not going to college, and we have another party where everybody shows up and they get their money back. And it's Riley just passing out money. all
Refunds at
day.
the door. So let's talk about why we're here then.
Yeah.
Brian
Yep.
from Magic.
Headbutt, Strata,
Headbutt.
IPA.
No,
Kyle
so,
doesn't even know how to spell IPA.
Yeah. So Kyle,
Collab going on.
Kyle's actually done a
Piece of shit.
piece of shit. Oh my god! Oh, believe it or not, it's like the nicest thing anybody's ever said about me.
I felt the love from over here.
Yeah, I was gonna tell Kyle he didn't even know how to spell IPA, but that was really mean because motherfucker doesn't know how to spell anything. But,
Anything's a hard word.
yeah. Actually, Terry approached Kyle and I about this idea of doing a battle of the brewers, like a brew-off, beer-off kind of thing. So Kyle's actually done a couple of these before, a couple of the local breweries. This will be my first one, but
Most of them were fun.
most of them were fun.
Except for the last one. We don't talk about that one.
No comment. Whatever. Wait, was I
It
there?
wasn't you. No.
No,
No?
it wasn't you.
I have to be told whether or not I've done things sometimes.
So this idea got originated in the last podcast, right? So this is 52?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in
I
the last
stopped counting.
podcast, we...
I have to look before I post. I'm like,
Yeah.
what number was this? I made the mistake of saying the number in the beginning
Yeah.
and then fucking up and realizing that's not right. And I don't edit it out.
Yeah. Like, we're number 62. All right, perfect. So yeah, we talked in the last podcast about doing stories from backstage or something like that. And immediately I was like, I think you guys came in the next day and I was like, listen, here's the deal. Let's go. Face off. And I got a referee shirt and that's all.
And that's 90% of it right there.
That's it.
Yeah.
Did you get your shirt
No,
from Foot Locker?
I don't... Amazon something. Yeah. It's over there. I haven't tried it on yet. It's
Amazon.
probably
The
gonna be
whole, the whole basis of the event basically is that it's kind of like a Brewers battle kind of thing. It's going to be hosted at the Backstage Pub for one night. Terry's going to take on a couple of kegs from each brewery, and throughout the night they'll track the sales. Like, you know, if you buy a pint of Mad Jack's beer that they brought over, Mad Jack gets a point. You buy,
Which you won't.
I won't. Yeah, it's fine. I've already resigned my fate here. If you buy a pint of Wolf Hollow beer, Wolf Hollow gets a point. If you buy a pint of the collab beer that we're doing today, we both get a point.
Terry gets a point.
Terry gets a point.
Yeah. Backstage pub point.
And with both of us kicking the shit out.
Have you seen him? It's
Try
going
it.
to take
You're
the both
tiny.
of us.
I'll
Yeah.
arm wrestle you again.
Hey, Kyle, you go in first.
around.
Alright.
Some whiskey.
Yeah, you go in first on that one. I'm a lover, not a fighter. It's just not my thing. So, you know, it just hurts. I don't want to fight anybody.
What's the date on it again? 24th?
That'll be the 24th of March.
March 24th is a
Yeah.
Thursday.
2024.
And we're going to do again
This year. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
as long as it takes Kyle to brew beers. So we're going to donate $1 of each pint that night too to Riley, to the foundation or to the college fund. And then we'll have we usually have both girls behind the bar on a night like that. So we'll have both girls behind the bar. I think we'll have
Two girls,
Joel,
one bar.
Joel will be upstairs or bartender to the library, and we'll put donation buckets out that night too if anybody wants to donate. And then I'll just take all the cash and put money through.
Run
the
away to
GoFundMe.
Mexico.
Yeah. Finder's fee.
Can I sell treats
I'll go
again?
for a day.
So what kind of beer are you guys? Oh, this is the collab beer.
Yeah.
What are we calling it?
So it's going to be called Headbutt IPA.
Yes.
Is it going to be spelled wrong?
I hope so, yeah.
The B's backwards. It's in Russian.
B should be
Yeah.
B
Backwards
T.
B.
Just B-U-T.
Yeah.
Headbutt.
It's going to be like a 6% IPA, a little bit hazy. We're going to use Strata hops, Galaxy hops, and Eldorado extract, which should be pretty fun.
Delicious.
It's brewing right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably pay attention to it or something.
Just check the seal.
My cellarman's over there.
Yeah.
Check the seal.
You have a cellarman? Fancy.
Ooh.
Fancy AF.
Fancy word.
What's it like needing help?
so good.
Wow.
So good.
For the listeners at home,
This is gonna get the 24th is really gonna turn into a fist fight, isn't it?
God. So they're both going to sit on either end of the bar and just stare daggers at each other
Just
the entire
start
time and
Yeah,
slam
just start
drinks.
smack talking from across
And
the bar.
yell.
We've
gonna be
talked
great.
about doing multiple rounds of events throughout the night.
I'm gonna bring my Rock'em Sock'em robot over.
You know, it's funny
Like,
when back
He
in
gets
the
the blue one because that one, the arm doesn't really work that well.
back in the peak of COVID, when they were like not allowing fans into sporting events,
Yeah.
I had the idea, I'm like, they should have one strong diehard fan of each team just sit directly across the arena from each other, just yelling shit, screaming at each other.
Like winning a lottery. Like, if
I feel
you're
like
a
that's what
season
this is
ticket
going to turn
holder,
into, with just
yeah.
the bar between you guys.
No, I mean, we're doing this because we're pretty good friends anyways. Like, honestly, if neither one of us were brewing beer, Kyle and I would probably drink beer with each other anyway.
We're the three best friends
that anybody could have.
So is
Well,
there
maybe-
anything on the line outside of pride or bragging rights?
Kyle bought a belt.
But he didn't
We have
get-
like a WWF belt.
Yeah, there's like a
it's
WWF
plastic.
belt.
It was like $5.
Yeah.
And it's
When do we get
bragging
to wear
rights.
that?
Kyle,
Before it's destroyed.
Kyle really, really wants to win because, like, he can't. I don't
I've
know.
never won any.
Yeah. But, like,
Except
they
for
don't.
a $50 gift card to the backstage.
Yeah, which kind of sounds like it was rigged.
Well, like, you know, Wolf
put
Hollow
10
doesn't
tickets in
pay him
there.
much, so he's gonna actually need to use this as a functional belt. You know, like, it's just kind of embarrassing.
Why don't you wear a belt, Wayne? Because I buy pants that fucking fit. Oh, man. It's going to be a fun night.
Yeah, I'll definitely be there
Yeah.
for sure. How'd you guys end up settling on the IPA you're brewing?
We just wanted something. We needed something that people were going to drink all night. We didn't want to make a triple where, like, Let me spin it to you like this. The last time we did one of these collabs, we made a 10% stout, and I had to go home early.
That's a big stupid stout we were talking about the last time.
Yeah. Basically,
It's on tap right now.
Yeah, I basically went upstairs to the library, 518 library. Check them out on Instagram.
501.
Terry. Area code's 518.
Touche.
Yeah.
The building number is
Terry
501.
Aldrich.
Brian Conley.
So we wanted this was a favor to me. Like, we couldn't drink anything that was too heavy on the ABV, so we settled on about a 5.7, 5.8% beer.
Strata.
So, Strata hops. Galaxy.
Yeah, I mean, this
Yeah.
way
No
the night of the
more
release, we can Wolf Hollow can get a lot of points.
Yeah, sure. Dude, you are desperate for that belt.
He bought it. He just
I
wants his
lost
return
weight.
investment.
I lost some weight, and I need a belt that fits now.
He's just going to win it and bring it back to get his money back.
Wow, they really don't pay you here, huh?
Kyle, you spent $1,100 on beer. It's all right. I'm bringing back my $7 belt. Don't worry about it.
Just needed it for pictures and bragging rights.
Oh, my God.
You know your cellarman that they just hired makes more than you here, right? It's kind of embarrassing. You should be embarrassed.
That's okay. He weighs about 40 pounds, and he needs to eat. So
Dude, he is 40 pounds soaking wet. Anytime he orders food at the backstage, I get excited. I try to, like, slip in a little extra.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, have some extra fries. Enjoy those.
When I was in there for lunch last week, that sandwich was fucking awesome. I forgot
you
which
have?
one it was.
Chopped cheese?
Yeah.
Oh, I had one of those the other
Chopped
night.
cheese?
So good.
Yeah.
I ate that whole
So
fucking
good.
thing. That
Yeah.
was-
The chopped cheese was brought to you by Omar from the Best Cigar on Erie Boulevard, right next to Isopos.
Okay.
It was a city thing, and he just came in one day, and he's like, dude, you should do chopped cheese. So I do it with, like, a brisket ground beef, and, yeah, it's banging.
Yeah. That
Shout
was
out to the
super good.
cigar shop over there, too.
Yeah, the
Freaking
Best Cigar,
awesome
awesome
place.
cigar shop.
Yeah.
Cool vibe. Omar's awesome.
Do you
I
want
can't remember the other guy's name. John?
Yeah, I think it's John.
John.
Anybody need a beer? You
Yeah,
I'll take-
I'd
I'll
have a
take-
beer.
I'd have Surprised we're not having a beer right now.
want anything, Kyle?
Yeah, can I think about stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do another pills. Thanks.
Steph's always
Thanks,
working.
Jeff.
Yes.
Always on the clock.
Yeah.
So,
Steph's
I mean-
a hustler.
You guys do. There's obviously a lot of collabs that go on in Schenectady, which is awesome. A lot of fundraising and stuff. Like, how important is that to you guys to set up stuff like that?
It's super important because we're all small places. I mean, Wolf Hollow, like, yeah, you guys, the Van Dyke's probably just about the same size as many people as Wolf Hollow without the exterior. Indoor, probably?
Space-wise, I'm not
Well,
sure.
I'm thinking about- I'm thinking
we
about
have the
upstairs
upstairs
as well.
area too
Well,
for
you guys- you
private
see that
parties
during-
and concerts and stuff like that. But,
What it comes down to is we're all small businesses, and many smalls make a big business. So
Yeah.
we try to support each other, and like Brian was saying, we're all good friends, and we met. I mean, I met both these guys almost 4 years ago, just either popping out here or popping over to Mad Jack.
Best 4 years of
And-
my life. I
And
love
now,
you, buddy.
and now Brian lives right across the parking lot from
So
Backstage,
drunk right
and so we.
Does he really?
Yeah, he lives right across. Actually, so Brian and I during COVID, we would just have days
Oh,
where we
thank
would
you.
just bring beers out and freaking
Right
sit out
Parking
in the
lot
truck.
beers.
Parking lot
Yep.
beers,
Nice.
sit out there, smoke a cigar, and
5.5 feet apart just to piss off the government.
yep.
There you go.
I was like, "You get closer to me, you son of a bitch."
Yeah.
This is just enough to toe the line.
Yeah. But yeah,
I get a
it's-
lot of angry stares from the window of the apartment
Oh,
building,
man.
like, "Oh, you guys are actually having fun."
But yeah, it's just it's important, I think, to all of us to just we're close.
Yeah, and it's
Tight
great
knit
to
group.
like all of us get together and
Yeah.
we have a blast. We promote each other's places, and almost every time I think we've done some sort of
Thank you
fundraising
very much.
for,
Yeah.
you
Got
know,
it.
a charity locally.
Yeah, we
Something.
talked about it the last time, the Mission 22,
Yeah.
and what did we do the second time? Jack's Place.
Jack's Place, yep.
We did St. Jude's, Jack's
Yep.
Place, Mission 22.
Yeah. And we've done this in conjunction with a couple other local businesses.
Yeah.
We've worked with Hunters on Jay for one of the promotions, one of the
Jay
charities. Jay Hunter.
And then we did the Mission 22 along with Kitty O'Burns,
Kitty
Tommy
O'Burns.
Kennedy over there, the Angry
Yep.
Ginger. He's a good dude.
He's great, dude.
But yeah, so we did the Mission
Oh, he's a great
22.
guy.
Oh, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did the Mission 22 with them. The Big Fruit Salute, that's on tap right now too at Backstage. So I'm the only one that had half barrels left. Come drink the beer.
We plowed through that.
We destroyed it.
Dude,
Oh my
our
God.
sour crowd is super, super hit or miss.
Really?
There are certain times where we
You
go
got
through,
better
we'll
brewers
burn
making
through sixels. So we actually had,
What?
so actually the sour wise, so I kept, Brian did white grape
White grape sour.
White grape
Yeah.
sour that I kept downstairs, and it was vintage, like 2019 or
Wow.
something.
Yes.
That sounds
Yeah.
interesting.
So it was
Well,
funny.
we
It was
used,
2019, and then I wanted to get the red, and I never got the red.
I didn't do a big batch of the red. I did a big batch of the
Right.
the white wine.
Yeah.
It was Sauvignon Blanc grape.
Yeah.
Grape juice. Can't talk. Yeah. Got grape
So
juice from a
drunk.
place.
Yeah.
I am getting there.
And
Jesus.
then with Kyle, 2 years in a row we took.
It is only
strawberry-
11 o'clock.
2 years in a row we took strawberry rhubarb sour, and kept 2 sixels of that. So I think it was a 19 and a 2020. Yeah. And I couldn't get the 2021 because I think you guys just burned through it so fast.
Yeah.
I just
I think
couldn't
so.
get it.
Strawberry
we
rhubarb
put-
is so good.
It was
Oh.
funny. I put on the sour along with Celebration.
Oh, Sierra Nevada
Sierra
Celebration.
Nevada
Ale.
Celebration is one of
my
Brian's favorite.
my
That's good.
favorite beer
That's
of
good
all
stuff.
time.
So I gave him a
my
sip of the
Desert Island
Celebration before I put it up on the
It's
tap
too
board,
high in
and he was like,
Beer.
"Oh,
6.8.
you
pussy.
put on Celebration." He just tasted immediately, and then I gave him a taste of the
Sierra
sour
Pale
because
is
he
perfect.
was worried how it was going to hold up because it's 2 years old. So I gave him a sample of the sour. Oh, it's 3 years old.
Yeah.
Gave him a sample of the sour. He goes, "It's a pretty nice little sour." I go, "Yeah, you brewed that back in 2019." So I did the same thing with Kyle. The strawberry rhubarb just got better. Not too much salt or peppercorn in it at that time. That stupid peppercorn beer. Was it the Lobo Loco?
I like the Lobo Loco.
I do too, but one
Kinda
year he put
funky.
so much pepper in it.
Kyle hates
I
all
like
of his
the
own
pepper.
He
beers.
tells me all the time too. He's like,
Same
"It's the same
ingredients.
exact thing." No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Terry has no idea what it is.
Clearly, you did something different, but
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I put lime in it at the beginning.
Mm.
Yeah.
that's Joel. Everybody, Joel's piping up for the first time
For
here.
the first time ever.
Joel doesn't talk much.
Go back to your hole.
Which one? I got a few on reserve.
We talked about the Wolf Hollow beers. Brian, what's going on over at Mad Jack? What are some of your favorite beers over there? Actually, we should probably touch on that.
Well, everybody like. Oh, we're not at Mad Jack today, so it's a little bit different. You know, I'd rather talk up Kyle and his 16 beers. His 27 beers that he has on tap. 13 more in the fermenter. But no. I'm. Can we edit this? I'm so sorry.
He's so drunk.
What's cool over at Mad Jack is Brian does a mad science
The Mad Science
beer.
I've seen, yeah.
The Mad Science always comes out ridiculous. Like, oh, so Becky Daniels was here yesterday, and you do the Becky's Brew.
Happy birthday, Becky
Becky
Daniels!
Happy
Oh
birthday.
my goodness!
To you.
I don't think I'm supposed to tell anyone this.
Birthday to you. Sorry, she's never gonna listen to this.
I don't think I'm
worry.
supposed to tell anyone this, but she told me yesterday she was going to be here today. So we might see her, but
Hey, Becky Daniels, why didn't you show up?
We're waiting, Becky.
When this gets released, I hope you hear that.
She's a busy lady.
She
Have you
is.
not? Have you?
someone's pulling in the parking lot.
Oh
Are you
God!
serious?
Oh God! Oh,
No way.
It's Becky.
Is it?
No.
Dude, she walks in. Let's just keep talking shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, Brian does a Mad Science experiment over there, and it's freaking stellar.
It's
And then-
basically
what's
just a
your-
way.
What's your hazy IPA that you
The
Mohawk
Mohawk
Sunset?
Sunset.
Banging.
Yep.
Love that.
Like
Yeah.
6.5%.
It's always changing, actually. It's sitting at a pretty 6.3 right now. It's gone as high as 8. It's not a steady recipe beer. It's a staple that we have on tap, just
Yeah.
to say that okay, we have a hazy IPA on
But
tap.
that started off as Mad
I changed,
Science, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I changed the hops and the yeast and everything. It's just I'm always
Strata
trying to strata hops.
Volkswagen?
Volkswagen?
I like to
But,
go with Citra for myself.
Yeah, our Mad Science series is basically it's almost like bringing me back to my homebrewing roots. I'll basically take 5 gallons at a time, like off into like a little side carboy or something like that. And okay, so here's the Mohawk Sunset as it usually is, and here it is with a bunch of different hops added, or like here's a bunch of throw some fruits in there, just mess around.
That's cool.
It's just a way to like. If you find something that clicks on 5 gallons, then you can scale it up. Or we're on a 10-barrel system, so I don't want to go hit or miss on something that's gonna cost like $1,500 to make a 10-barrel batch of.
What's it like being
So-
able to brew small batches of
So
You're still learning how to brew big batches. It is Becky Daniels. We weren't talking shit about you.
Happy
birthday
to you.
Oh my god. What's up?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Oh my god, blown eardrums. Becky Daniels has arrived. Yeah, come on in. We were literally just talking shit. I was like, yeah, Becky Daniels, good job not being here. And then
It's
she shows
Becky's-
up. Perfect.
It's Becky's birthday. She could be anywhere.
Yeah.
And
Now
she
she's
chose
here,
to be
drinking
here.
beer.
It's kind of amazing, guys. It's kind of amazing.
Brian over at Mad Jack makes the best Hefeweizen.
It's not
Yeah.
Electric
It's-
Hefeweizen.
Electric.
That's
That is
like-
a good one, yeah.
It's like
It's
banana
so
and
yummy.
coriander and because you
No,
what is it? You
no
boil it.
coriander.
I thought I got coriander for some reason. Allspice
What?
maybe?
No,
Allspice?
there's none of that.
I don't think it's in it. That's the
Garbage in
flavor I
there.
get.
Okay, well,
I don't know.
Get
It's
your
one of the
palate
best. It's one of the best fucking beers.
You really should get your palate checked. You got too many Wolf Hollow beers on tap.
I know.
Sorry.
All right.
Yeah, the electric Hefeweizen's banging.
Arm
Nice.
wrestle me, boy.
So probably start wrapping things up. I thought
Yeah.
a fun way to wrap things up.
I thought we were just getting started.
well, I mean, with the podcast, drinking wise, I mean, you guys got a whole day ahead of you.
Yeah, we do.
I haven't even started with like my real hardcore QAnon political views. I really wanted to get into that today. You know.
It's tempting. It's tempting. But again, I don't want to sit there and edit that.
No, I always like one-upping those kind of people. Like, oh, you believe in the moon landing? Blah blah.
There was
One
I
of those
did
idiots
see,
who believes in the moon. Sheep. Unbelievable.
there was a guy that was jokingly going around saying birds aren't real.
Oh, they're
Did you
drones.
see an article
They're
about
government drones.
Yeah,
Did you-
government drones.
as like a
Birds don't
exaggeration
exist.
on that, and like people were actually buying in? I'm like, that is brilliant.
People are so wild.
But is there something you guys want to brew that you haven't done yet or attempted?
I don't think we have any limits on ourselves for what we want to do.
I mean, I
You
want
know?
to brew Brett beers, but nobody else likes them.
Aw.
What are they?
Brett
Rat
Spears.
beers?
Britannomyces beers, yeah, they taste like.
You strike me as more of a Pediacoccus kind of guy. So, yeah.
Science.
Yeah, Brett beers are
DMT.
Britannomyces. You get a lot of like funky, weird characteristics, and a lot of people aren't into that.
People just don't like your beer, Kyle. That's like,
I get it.
what beer's up there did Jordan brew? I don't want to touch your
Oh
stuff.
my god.
All right, that seems like a good way to wrap it up. Beating on
March
Kyle.
24th, Headbutt
come out
IPA.
March 24th, Headbutt IPA, the Backstage. We're starting at 5 o'clock and going until one of you either knocks out or passes out.
We're going until whenever Kyle knocks me out.
Dude, I do have Rock'em Sock'em Robot. Should we bring that, and that should be the actual fight?
We're going to have Wii Bowling up on the one TV that you have there.
God.
Oh, that's going to get violent.
No, we're doing Mario Kart up there. Drunk Mario Kart.
Can we do Wii Bowling instead? I'm really bad at Mario Kart. I always
March
get Blue
24th,
Turtle
5
Shell right at
o'clock,
the end.
Backstage Pub.
Get good, scrub.
There you go. Wow.
Shut up.
I got to say, I'm
Joel.
feeling a little beard envy over here.
Uh-oh.
All you have to do is literally.
I still have to get.
Just don't.
Yeah,
So,
you
you know,
Yeah.
like, I know. So I decided I was going to let it
Decided
grow out
last
again. And the same day I decided that, they removed the mask mandate at work. I'm like, shit, I'm in that awkward phase where it looks like garbage. I was kind of counting on that until it grew in more.
I still have to find it, but there's a Google review that says it's a great review for the Backstage, and then it says apparently though you have to have a beard to be in here. So everybody at the bar that night. So I want to get it made on a shirt because Jay Hunter had the same thing happen. He had a review that was like something about mustaches, and so he put it on the back of a shirt.
They've got
That's
such a
brilliant, man. That's great.
Yeah,
They
I
have
want to take
such
a
a
Google review and put it on the
clean-shaven
back of my
staff over
shirt.
there.
That's
Should.
awesome.
Jay always shaves. Zach can't
Zach's a
grow a
baby.
When
mustache.
Jay shaves, he looks like a baby, right?
Yeah.
Like fresh. I see him. I mean, it's almost like when Kyle trims his beard down. Because Kyle normally have like 8 inches. We're talking about a beard.
Whoa.
Everyone.
Now's a good time to wrap up.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Okay.
When the penis talk starts happening.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So that's going to do it for this episode of Stories from a Bar. Big thank you, Kyle, Brian, Terry, Stephanie,
Hey.
Joel,
Joel.
Terry
Becky,
Aldrich.
Jay, Jordan.
I'm not going to attempt last names. I forgot
Happy
them already.
birthday, Becky.
Happy birthday,
Connor,
Becky.
wherever you
Person I've
are.
never met.
Happy birthday to you.
If you're not doing it already, go and like and follow all the social media pages for Wolf Hollow, Mad Jack, Backstage. If there's anything else you guys want to throw in, other than March 24th, the big showdown.
March 24th, Headbutt IPA.
Yeah. It actually is for a good cause. It's not just me and Kyle and Terry, just drinking and making asses of ourselves or anything.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to say
Everyone's
making
win
out.
that.
Well, it started that way, but
Everyone's
we're
gonna
actually
win that
gonna
night.
give some money back to
Yeah.
good cause or whatever.
Yep. Come out, donate, show
Yeah.
support. Yeah.
Good stuff.
There we go. Big thank you out there, everyone, for checking out the show. You can follow Stories from a Bar on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, @StoriesFAB to keep up with everything going on. Be sure to check out Popcorn and Pints, Saturdays at 9, streaming on Facebook and Twitter. And you'll find Stories from a Bar on all major podcast platforms. So subscribe, talk highly about it, and share the hell out of it.